Hey, Bikeaholics, 3D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike. Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products. Shop, pay installments, guys, over in the Law Abiding Biker store. You can now have the option to buy products right now, knowing that you can pay in 4 equal payments, interest-free. So check it out. Use it if you like. Got an email. Anthony Drake. It's a bit older, but he says, I have finally gotten motivated to contact the show. Thank you. I've been listening since episode 8. Wow.
Way back.
Over time, the show has improved. The audio quality is easiest to notice. The crew is growing from nervous novice to relaxed professional. I doubt that, but listening to recent podcasts, you would think this was your full-time paying job. Wow, that's cool.
It is mine now.
Yeah, technically it is, yes. I guess the best description would be professional grade. A fellow bikeaholic told me of the Eat, Sleep, Ride app. It's free, available on iTunes, tracks, saves, shares, ride routes, and other stuff. Haven't messed with it yet. Thought you might take a look at it. And just to let you guys know, I haven't really played with that app at all, but I did just look it up, and it's fine. It's a valid app. So if it's something you want to use, go for it. A lot of the guys are using Rever app, REVVR, I think, or something like that.
I just believe it's REVER.
ER, okay.
Let me check.
Yep,
REVER.
And you can get in that if you're a patron member. Some of the guys use it, some don't. It's not super active, but it is an app that you can plan rides and share and do all that kind of stuff. So, but that might be worth one checking out too, guys. Want to ride longer? Tired of a sore and achy ass? Then fix it with a high quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer products. And of course, Rick Rack. Oh yeah, once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and get hooked up now. All right, we're going to do this thing. Yes, we are. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
That's right. By listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
Before we get started, we do have one question. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics? Mount up.
And let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Erlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast, and, of course, your
high-tech redneck. Yes,
this is part 2 of 2. Of the 2022 model year lineup. Harley-Davidson, of course, what they got going on. We did make sure, if you hear this, you really need to go back to part 1 of 2 and check that out because we go over a lot of stuff that will lead you up to part 2 of 2. We just have a lot to talk about, and so that is why we are doing 2 episodes. Of course, we like to mention new free videos and articles that come out over time. And there's a new free article by Big Daddy Kane of the Law Abiding Biker Store, of course. He writes about Law Abiding Biker Store common motorcycle equipment questions. Some of the stuff he sees at the store, when he's rummaging through emails and stuff. And you can get it at lawabidingbiker.com/ whatever episode number this is. We will link to it. Or just type in Law Abiding Biker Store common motorcycle equipment questions or something like that, or motorcycle questions in the search bar on the website, because it's kind of a long URL to give out, isn't it?
It is.
I think it'd be better just to go to the show notes and you can get that and answer a lot of those questions. It was a good article written by Big Daddy Kane, and we definitely appreciate that. Now, of course, we love our sponsors. Our paid sponsors up front. They help support the show. They are the reason for the show. But these folks also are a direct reason that you're hearing this podcast. They're some of our newest patron members that we want to thank.
We'll start with Marty Plotner of Lake Oswego, Oregon, Jeremy Strong of Fairborn, Ohio, and Stephanie Reed of Kansas City, Missouri.
Chris Feliciano of Zephyrils, Florida, top tier, Vern Head of Ozark, Alabama, and Richard Smith of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Mark Mealy of Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. Oh, don't you know, Kim Cowan of Brooksville, Florida. Kim is a top tier member. And John Webb of Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk to you because you can put a monthly cap. That's right. There are benefits such as t-shirts and stickers, the private Facebook group. You get podcasts early, live video broadcasts and chats when we do those, and you can get up to access to premium videos. And of course, access to those ride meetup and events that are going on right there in the private Facebook group, the members organizing the rides and all that kind of stuff. So thank you to those new patron members. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you and your support. And it's the reason we really continue to be able to do what we do here. For you guys, it's for you, but you're helping. All right. So last episode, we went through a lot of stuff. We got to the Road Glide. We're doing all the bikes, not just the new ones that came out, because we really want to we have a broad listening audience, and we want you guys to get an idea really of, you may not be interested in just the new bikes. You may be interested in some of the other models that they're producing. So this will give you pretty much everything you need to know if you listen to episode 1 and 2, if you're in the market for a bike or you're just generally curious about what's going on. Because there's been just so many changes with Harley over the past year and a half, that we thought it was worth really recapping what's going on and what's available here in 2022. So we did get to in episode 2 or 1 of 2, we got to the Road Glide, Street Glide STs, some of the Icon collection, the new Marketplace Harley, and some of what went on in the video launch with the Sportster S and the Pan America, which were both mid-year releases back in 2021. And so now we're going to pick it up and we'll get started. Lurch, I didn't have you do your... Once in a while, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to every time.
I know. Once in a while, we'll throw it in there.
You don't want people to get used to it and just be accustomed to it. It should be a treat now and again.
Should be a treat.
But hey, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Lurch. Thanks for being here, bro.
Glad to be here.
Yep. On this morning, hitting episode 2 here. We're just heavy at it this morning. So, all right. So yes, I'll start here, Lurch, and then maybe you can jump in. So yes, in 2022, of course, we're getting the street glides and road glides. All right. And as usual, there's both a standard and of both models and the special models. And this is just a quick recap for everybody. Some of the differences is the standard model. One of the big things with the standard Street Glide is it comes with the 4.3 non-touchscreen boombox infotainment system. It's coming this year with the 107 Milwaukee 8 107 engine, and it just has less color options. Starts at $22,000. So more affordable to get into a Street Glide if you want. While the special model is coming with a large boombox GTS touchscreen infotainment system, the Milwaukee 8 114 cubic inch engine. It sits a little lower, more color options, of course, and starts at a higher price at $27,500. And also on these bikes, guys, on the special models, you can add that Reflex Defensive Rider System, RDRS, to either the standard or you can do it to either the standard or special models as an add-on for $1,025. I highly suggest adding those packages on, guys. That gives you the cornering, the 6-axis IMU, whatever, leaning and braking corners. And I can't remember all that's in there, but the hill, is it the hill assist? I can't remember if the hill assist is in there and all that kind of stuff. It just makes
traction control, all that kind of stuff.
Lean. Yeah, when you're leaning and traction control and all I did a video on it, what RDRS is, that'll give you a way better explanation than I just did. And I'll try to link to it in the description for the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is. Or just go to the website, use the search bar RDRS or reflex defensive rider system, and you'll be able to figure out what all that comes with. But it definitely makes riding just a lot safer for you. So yeah, there we go. You want to talk about colors at all?
Sure.
Let me bring one of these up. What are we talking about here?
So looking at the standard models of the Street Glide and the Road Glide.
I'm just going to pull it up here. New motorcycles. And this is in the Grand American Touring, guys. Want to do the Road Glide first?
Sure.
Yeah, since we're doing the Road Glide. This is the standard Road Glide, and I like that blue. What are they calling that blue?
Reef
blue.
Which is one of the newer colors I think it is a new color for this year.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
And then, of course, you got your standard vivid black for all of you with no imagination.
Mm-hmm. Just plain Jane vivid black. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of guys like that. And this is probably one.
The white sand?
I like it and I don't. I probably white sand pearl, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's got it's definitely white, but it's got it's on the tan side of white.
Yeah. And I like it, but I would say, gosh, if I was buying a new Road Glide, I would probably go with the blue.
I would too.
That's
I'm not hating the white, but I'd prefer the blue.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's pull up a Street Glide, regular Street Glide, and I want to take a look at them while we're talking about the colors, guys.
Absolutely.
You can always go along with us too, guys, if you want, with what we're looking at. But again, it's got that white sand pearl we're looking at, right, Lurch?
Right.
So,
and of course, vivid black, no doubt.
Vivid black, and then this is the
crimson red, midnight crimson.
Midnight crimson. Yeah,
it's a very dark red.
It is. What are your thoughts about it?
I don't mind it.
Really? I think it's okay. I don't know if it would be one that I would pick. But did we get all the...
Well, I had a 08 Street Glide that was a red. I think it was a lighter red, but
yeah,
I don't mind it. Vivid
black, midnight crimson, or white pearl sand, and they both have chrome engine. Yeah. And they have a chrome engine exhaust. Yeah, there's no blacked out options, guys.
Not on the standards.
Not on the standards. No blacked out options. You're going to get all the chrome trim, which I really like because I am still a chrome guy. I'd like the black look, but just haven't broke down and thought about ever buying a blacked out bike. I just really like that chrome. So there you go. So we should look at the Street Glide specials. So those were the standards, right?
That was a standard color.
Okay.
The difference being that there's a blue in the Road Glide and a red in the Street Glide.
Which one are you looking at?
Standards.
The standards.
I'm just recapping what we just looked at.
Gotcha. Okay. Street Glide specials. Let's go in. We've got coming in vivid black, black denim, gunship gray, which we've talked about.
Controversial color this year.
Controversial color. White sand pearl and crimson or vivid black.
That's the combo color. Yeah. Crimson and black.
The combo color. Now the Road Glide special comes in the same colors and options. However, I think it exchanges the midnight crimson vivid black. Yeah, it does for that reef blue vivid black color scheme.
So similar to the standards, the reds for the Street Glide, the blues for the Road Glide.
The reds for the Street Glide. Oh yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Where are you seeing red on the Street Glide? Midnight, the crimson.
Oh, the crimson.
That's what you're calling red.
Oh, I thought midnight crimson is red. Yeah, that's the color you just looked at.
It is, I guess.
Dark red.
Yeah, dark red. Sorry, that's why I was confused. Yeah, midnight crimson. Let's just take a look. Let's just head right in here, Lurch, to new motorcycles. And this is the Grand Touring. And we're going to go Road Glide Special. I
like that reef blue and black combo. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So there is, did I mess up?
No, you're good.
Okay. We do have the midnight crimson and vivid black the Road Glide special comes in the same colors and options. However, it changes the midnight crimson vivid black for a reef blue vivid black. Yeah. All right. But there's a red model of this, isn't there?
There is also just a plain red.
Plain red.
Yeah.
And there's a plain red and it comes in blacked out options. So you've got
red line red. That's a good looking red.
Yeah, and so
we're looking at the Road Glide
special, and you can get the Road Glide special. This is the chrome. They're all coming with laced wheels, right?
Those are not technically laced. They look like they're laced, but they're cast wheel.
All right.
And there's color options for.
Is that what they're calling it? A cast wheel?
It's. I just telling you, it's not laced.
Here's what I messed up on. You can get any of the paint schemes with either chrome or blacked out version.
Right.
But there's also a red line model, which we're looking at, but it only comes blacked out. So
okay.
Yes. Yep. So look down and what are they calling these wheels? So we do it for the audience, dude. What are you going to call those? They're not spoked, but I guess they're cast.
They're cast, but they're meant to look like a laced, like a spoked wheel.
Kind of.
I'll look up the name of the wheel while you're talking and looking at that.
I don't think I had that in the notes, and I'm just curious what they're calling those. But some good looking bikes, and yes, I agree. The looking at the Road Glide, it is definitely my favorite. Man,
yeah, the reef blue and black, that's awesome. And they got the Harley Davidson painted on the saddlebags.
Yeah,
I like that.
At the lower saddlebag, and they've got the black scray. It's just, if you guys, when you get a chance, I definitely say head over and check out this reef blue, vivid black. The bright red is kind of cool too, just like fire engine red. You don't see a lot of those for some reason, just running around, just bright frickin' red, man. What's your thoughts on that color?
It looks like a fire truck.
It does look like a fire truck.
It doesn't. It doesn't appeal to me. But I could see that if you're a red fan, it's a good red. It's just red's generally speaking not my color.
Right. Did you find anything?
No, because you asked me a question.
Sorry.
And distracted me. Well, I'll go back to looking for what the name of the wheels are.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right.
I'll find it. You keep talking. I'll find it.
Well, okay. All right, we're going to go. And yes, I'm very pleased that they, in the Street Glide and Road Glide special models, they do have the chrome and black options for both, like I already said. The Grand, that pretty much finishes it up for the Grand American Touring line, because we hit a lot of it. Yes.
It is the Prodigy is what they're calling that wheel.
The Prodigy wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I knew there was some sort of special name, but it's not really spoked, but it looks like it's like big spokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It definitely looks like a laced, spoked wheel, but it's all cast, all one piece.
Yeah.
It's a good look. I like it.
Yeah, it is. So I'm pulling up. Yeah. There's the old black model again. We mentioned it in the first part, but I want to mention it again that the Road Glide and Street Glide specials are coming with the lower crash bars now. They only go up midway, whereas the standard models, if I recall right, Lurch, were coming with the full still. The standard Street Glide models were coming with the full crash bars. Yep.
Which now take a look at that one. And this is something, being a Road Glide owner, that I recognize. Give that thing a little bit more of a turn for us. Right about there. So the front fairing is supported by the crash bars on my bike, and if you look there, you can see some bars that are coming down now. See those little down bars? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Oh, I never looked that close.
So they had to add some support in there.
Why? Oh, because I'm tracking. So you're saying, yep, I'm tracking.
It's how the front fairing connects. It's some stability for the front fairing.
Yep.
So they had to add something there to keep that rigidity.
Never saw that until now.
I just saw it as we were looking, as you were spinning it around on the 360 view.
It's funny how you can look at these and do show notes and everything, and then you're looking at them again.
Especially on that bike, it's hard to see.
It is.
Try a different color. Try that light color.
Like sand.
Yeah. It should pop out. Yeah, and give it a twirl. Yep, see them coming down there.
I do, but it's still hard to notice.
Yeah, because it's, the frame of the bike's black and it's tucked up underneath. It's black.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the little cowl cover too is chrome. That's interesting. Mine's colored underneath the headlight.
Yeah, right here.
No, a little farther.
Oh yeah,
it's that cowling. It's chrome on that bike. Mine's color matched.
Yeah, is it chrome?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, let's look at the black option.
Oh yeah, it's chromed. It's not
color
matched.
Chromed. Yeah, it just looks a little black because it's got a reflection coming off of it. But yeah, so all you guys that like blacked out bikes or chrome, we can't argue about it. You can get it in either, and I hope in the future that they just keep it that way with the Road Glide specials, because there was a year or two, I can't remember, where they just did the blacked out options.
Yeah, when they first switched over to that black stuff, there was several bikes that you could only get in blacked out. And I think they had enough input from the riders saying, I would like to have an option of either or. And that's one thing that, with Harley is they're pretty good at listening to their audience and tailoring to what the audience wants.
Yeah, they have been lately anyways.
Yeah, I should say that. Fair enough, lately. Maybe not always.
For a while there. Yeah. Oh boy, man. And if you, so that's the Road Glide because, obviously that's their most popular bike. That's been their most popular seller for a long, long time. And so I can see why they would keep it smart that way and make black and chromed out options and have lots of colors to choose from. All right. Oh boy, you guys hang on because we still got a lot of stuff coming at you here. Got a lot of stuff coming at you, but we're going to do this just real quick here, Lurch.
Excuse me. Hey, Bikeaholics, searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero 3D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero's 3D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation. That equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero 3D has a design team of riders with over 40 years experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for your all-new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, help support us and head on over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
There you go. All right. So let's move into the Electra Glide Standard. And again, we're going, this isn't a new bike. This was out last year. And so we just want to recap what we're going on. Because this really, the Electra Glide Standard, we actually did an episode on it at some point. But it's a very much stripped down, bare bones version of,
Street Glide.
Yeah, kind of a street.
Somewhere between the Street Glide and the Ultra. Yeah,
exactly. It looks like a Street Glide, obviously. So it's stripped down, and that brings the price down to $19,500. And the Electra Glide Standard, remember, guys, no stereo system. I mean, you look at it, it's bare bones. But that could get you, it's a tour. You could tour on it. Trust me. Guys do, and it gets you in at that lower price point. So something to check out. You can always dress it up too if you want. As you got money, there's different things you can obviously do to it over time if you want to just choose a baseline model. The Electra Glide Standard. There's also the Road King Special, and you got to love the good old Road King, guys. And I've got the standard model comes with the 107 engine and is equipped with a windshield. Did you notice that?
I did not.
So let's bring up the old, let me make sure that we are correct. Grand American Touring, and we're talking about the Road King.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. So the regular Road King does and the special does not.
We're verifying, but yes. So yeah, there it is. And they're the old Road King. Classic. Never going to go away, I don't think. Do you?
No, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, you see a lot of them out there, and yeah, and the one thing that kicks it off for me with the Road King is that big, huge headlight bezel in the front.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When I'm looking at bike,
very classic looking.
Yeah, it kind of tells me that it's because of the way it looks, it tells me that it's a Road King. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Rather than some of the other models, because it has a lot of similarities to a lot of the Street Glides, the Ultras. But obviously, no fairing.
No fairing.
That's a dead giveaway too.
No boom box.
Yep, right. No stereo. No nothing.
But maybe for somebody that doesn't do a lot of touring, but wants something that's capable as a tour, that's a good option because it's nice that you can strip that shield off and then you have no windshield and you're got your knees and facing the breeze. It's a very versatile bike in my opinion. It's just missing some of the infotainment and all that kind of stuff. And you do get a little less protection because you just got the shield up there versus the fairing.
You definitely get more protection with a full tour, yeah. And I'm looking here, coming in Gauntlet Gray Metallic and Vivid Black, which is probably my favorite because this is that Midnight Crimson Red, which we've talked about on some of the other bikes. And then, of course, you've got your black version.
So your favorite color is the combo, the gray and black?
I do. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good looking.
Gray fender, gray bags with a little black, even a little blue in there?
Yeah.
A blue pinstripe, maybe?
Yeah, the tank is gray and black, and then the saddlebags have black on it, and then the fenders are gray.
And speaking of full crash bars, it too.
Yep.
Seems like the Road Glide and Street Glide Specials and STs are the only ones that are coming with those short ones.
Right.
Yeah. And then moving into the Road King Special here, no windshield stock. Of course, you can easily buy an aftermarket windshield because it's on the regular. Why do you think they did that?
I have no idea,
Isn't
to be honest
weird?
with you. But yeah, it has the lower crash bars. It's got the Prodigy wheels. Got some different paint, different bags. It's got the sculpted lower bags.
It looks cool without a windshield.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty badass. You really get to see that headlight bezel.
Obviously, you can add it on there, as an option. You can put a windshield on that, detachable windshield.
Right. And we just are learning as we go here. What else do you notice?
Well, it's got that lower, I think I already mentioned it, but it's got the lower.
Is that what you said?
Crash bar.
Oh, sorry, because I was looking at some notes. Because we said the Street Glide and Road Glide Specials were the only. So
it looks like the special models.
Specials, period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All the specials coming with that.
What do you think about that green denim? I'm not sure the exact name of the color. You'd have to hover over it. Mineral green denim. I
like it, but I don't like denim paint. Just personally, because I had a black denim bike, and it's actually harder to upkeep than you think.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't get a denim bike, but that's just me. But the color itself is okay for a green. If I was going to get a green, that would be the green that I would get. What do you?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. When I look at it, the green and the black, it kind of gives me a military kind of feel.
Is that something you would actually buy?
I probably would stay away from the denim paint too.
Okay. And of course, this one, if I didn't say it, the special coming with the 114 powertrain and the regular Road King coming with the 107 powertrain.
Yep.
I may have mentioned that, but we'll
mention it again.
We'll mention again because we can do that because we got just so much freaking information here on all these models. And the other colors on the special model, Midnight Crimson. Again, we've seen that on a bunch of the other bikes. That seems to be popular. Then, of course, you're fully... Yeah, go ahead.
And did you notice it's all blacked out on all three of those options for the Road King?
It is all blacked out. Good mention. Good mention. Yep. And the Reflex Defensive Rider System, RDRS, is also a paid option on either of those bikes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, give me a moment here, folks, to make sure we didn't miss anything. Coming in at 23. Yeah. Comes only blacked out, starting at 23,500. Yep, there you go. For all you Road King fans, the Road Kings are a fun bike, and you can put the tall apes on them. A lot of guys do that, the Cholo type bikes, and they're a sexy, classy bike that is not going away anytime soon. So still available here in 2022. Oh, Lurch.
Yeah.
We mustn't forget about the good old Ultra Limited.
Oh, we'd be remiss if we did.
We absolutely would. It is coming. Milwaukee 8, of course, the 114 cubic inch engine starting at 30,000. And I'm going to pull it up. And it's coming in 4 colors. I know that. Let's see.
And you've got blacked out options and 4 chrome options and 4 blacked out options.
Okay, very good. Were you just noticing that, or is that in the notes there?
It's on my computer screen in front of me.
Yeah, nice. This bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so if you're looking at the chrome finish, you've got Vivid Black, Gauntlet Gray Metallic. We're seeing, obviously, those are some of the popular colors. That Midnight Crimson, but it's got /Vivid Black mixed in with it. And again, it's got this color, which is very cool, the Reef Blue, Vivid Black. We saw that on the Road Glide, right?
Yeah, great color combination.
And it's chrome. And then you moved into the blacked out options, black trim, of course, Vivid Black, gunship gray, midnight crimson with vivid black, which I like the midnight crimson a lot more with the vivid black.
I agree.
It tones it down a little bit for me, especially look at the front.
It's a really dark red, and I think having all that black with it kind of plays off of it and keeps the red looking dark.
Yep. I love the front fairing, the Batwing fairing, how it has the black halfway down and then the red. I'm not a fan of the midnight crimson necessarily, but I am with this bike. I would actually purchase that color just because of the black that's in it. Yeah, that's just me. So yeah, you've got a bunch of different color options, and it looks like coming with cast wheels, all of them.
You got one more color option there in the blacked out there.
Oh, the blacked out, which is the reef blue and vivid black.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say that one?
Well, no, but it's coming, in chrome, and you've got the reef blue and black finish too. Okay. So good. No, that's good to follow up on that. Yeah. So that's your colors. You can get the bike. Chrome blacked out. Of course, it's coming with the full infotainment, the Boombox GTS touchscreen infotainment system with rider and passenger speakers. It's got the trunk. This is the full bagger. And yes, the RDRS, of course, reflex defensive rider system is an option also on like a lot of the other Grand Touring. All right, let's look at the Road Glide Limited. Do you guys have that up?
I will here pretty shortly.
I'm gonna do. If you
I'm
can,
still looking at the
I don't
Ultra.
even know if you can get it up. Honestly,
dude,
just saying, dude.
What kind of BS is that?
Yeah, well, at your age, it's hard to say.
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm. The Road Glide Limited, and that is obviously just like the Ultra Limited, but it's got the shark nose fairing.
Yep.
And also, let me just look over here. Coming with the Milwaukee 8114, of course, 3 colors, that vivid black, mineral green, and let's look at that gauntlet gray vivid black that I have notes on here. Gauntlet gray vivid black.
That's a good color combination.
Gauntlet.
And that's it.
Is there a gauntlet gray?
There is in the chrome version.
Oh.
So right
oh,
there.
yeah.
So there's two-tone options available. The gauntlet gray and vivid black is available with the chrome trim. And then when you go to the other two-tone option, we'll get to a little bit later, but it's the
blacked out version.
Blacked out version, yeah. So
which is the reef blue.
It's the reef blue and black, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So special, the chrome, black, mineral green, gauntlet gray, metallic vivid, and then when you move into the chrome,
the blacked out version,
black, gunship gray, and then that reef blue and black finish. Out of everything, I've already mentioned it. I'm going to mention it again this year. That is my favorite on any of the bikes that they put that on. Definitely my favorite color. All right, yeah. Can't forget about our full bagger tours, dude. It'd be nice to have sometimes.
I essentially do now. I bought a detachable trunk for my bike.
That's right.
I don't have the lowers. My bike does sit an inch lower, so it doesn't have quite as much suspension as a Ultra. For me, I like the being able to take that trunk off and just use it when we do our long trips and whatnot. I find myself leaving it on more and more these days, but I don't know. I prefer to have the option to be able to take that thing off. I guess you could buy an Ultra and then just put a detachable kit on it and pull your trunk.
Right. Yeah.
There's not a huge difference for me.
No,
between
except
them.
You get the speakers.
Yeah, you got some. If you have a passenger on the lot, I think it's probably worth it because you've got somebody sitting back there that's got a comfortable seat, comfortable backrest, being the trunk. You got speakers, a little more suspension. You got an inch more suspension. Right.
I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be just comfy to travel on, But not that the road glides and street glides aren't either. But yeah. Anyways, all right. We'll finish up. Of course, we don't talk a ton about them, but the trike models. There's the Freewheeler, which is the non-fairing version. It's the stripped down version of the trike, coming in 3 colors. Of course, it's coming with the Milwaukee 114 cubic inch engine, starting $28,500. Did we talk about pricing on the? We didn't, but that's all right. And then we've got the last is the Tri-Glide Ultra, which is the full touring model with fairing. Also coming in 3 colors. Sporting the Milwaukee 8, of course, 114, starts at $35,700. what I was asking Lurch is, we didn't talk about.
You didn't get the price on the Ultra?
Did we? We didn't.
I don't believe you did.
Let's just go back and see what the Ultra is starting at.
28.
The Ultra Limited, 29.
For the blacked out, you got to pay extra for black.
Yeah. Starting at 29 for the chromed out. They're both the same. That's chromed out Vivid Black. Yeah, 29. So it doesn't matter. The price isn't changing. And then the Road Glide is 28, almost 29. So they're pretty, whether you buy the Road Glide Limited or the Ultra Limited, pretty much in that 29,000 range starting, right? You're going to add the RDRS. So you're going to add $1,000 there, and then whatever else you're adding on the bike.
And going back to the Tri-Glide, it's only available in chrome trim, no blacked out version, as far as just the Tri-Glide Ultra.
Oh, the Tri-Glide Ultra is only coming in a blacked out version? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. That's good to know. Good to know. So we're finishing it up there with the trike models, and we got to do this.
Are you searching for the easiest and quickest detachable luggage system for your motorcycle? Rick Rack has just what you're looking for. Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint. Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome, quick, attached, strapless luggage rack systems. This father-son team designed something really special that you can't find anywhere else. Yep, these guys ride, so they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attached system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use Rick Rack, you'll never go back. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head on over to the Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. lawabidingbiker.com/store.
There we go. Still plenty to talk about because we got the CVO lineup this year. And do you want to start with that?
Absolutely.
Do it.
So for just to kind of give you a little bit of information on CVOs, if you're new to this channel or new to Harleys, CVO stands for Custom Vehicle Operations, and it started back in 1999. These bikes are highly...
they're the bee's knees.
They're the bee's knees. They're the highest level factory customization you can get. So pretty much everything that you can buy in the accessory catalogs put on it, all the chrome gadgets and gizzies and all kinds of stuff. For 2022... the CVO models are the Street Glide, the Road Glide Limited, and the Tri-Glide. And they're all coming with the Milwaukee 8 117.
Powertrain. Yep. Very nice. And of course, man, it's CVOs, guys. So custom vehicle operations coming in an array. Do you want to pull some up?
Yeah.
An array of paint schemes, graphics, parts, tech, and audio options, and all that kind of stuff. Once you pull up something like, what are you pulling up?
I'm pulling up the CVO Street Glide at the moment.
Yeah, what colors is it coming in?
Loading. Okay, so yeah, they definitely do custom paint. You get a lot of ghost flames and that kind of stuff on those bikes. So looking at the colors, they've got a Hightail Yellow Pearl. And that is also got black and gray graphics on it. I'm not a huge fan of yellow, but that's a good-looking bike.
Which one you pulled up? The what?
The Street Glide.
Yeah, CVO Street Glide.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the Road Glide so you can just talk about the Street Glide.
Okay, all right. So it comes in a yellow scheme. We used to tease Jeff when he had that
nuclear banana.
Yeah, the nuclear banana CVO Ultra that he had, but it's in the same vein of that. Good color combination. Then they have an Envious Green Fade. That's pretty cool. It's a lot of black, and it's got some ghost flames and a little bit of green mixed in there. I don't mind that at all with the blacked out power trim. And if I didn't mention, the yellow, the Hightail Yellow is a chrome version. And then lastly, they've got what they're calling Blue Steel. Now, this is interesting. Going to the Blue Steel, they've got almost, I think, what you would refer to as a black chrome on it. Mm-hmm. So it's not high polished chrome, what you're used to seeing, and it's definitely not the blacked out powder coated stuff. It's a black chrome. That's a pretty wicked combination.
This is the Street Glide CVO.
Hit that bad boy, and then
I got to look at this chrome you're talking about.
Check the last color option out.
All right,
it's pretty neat.
Yeah, Oh yeah.
See, it's kind of like a gray. It's a blacked out.
Weird.
Chrome. It's not blacked out. It's black.
Not
chrome.
weird in a good way.
Yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of like stainless steel or something like that.
What do they call it? Or what would you call it?
I'm calling it black chrome.
Black chrome. Yeah.
It's the same color as my fridge.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a neat color. It's I don't know if they've done that before. I don't think I've seen that before.
And I hadn't really paid attention. Like I said, you could look at these bikes 100 times and you're going to see, of course, the CVOs, like the specials, are coming with the low crash bars now, engine guards. I didn't even notice that. Let's go back over to the, we're going to move to the Road Glide. What is the CVO starting out there? $42,000.
Which is why I would buy a special and just put my touch on it.
Yeah.
They're so damn expensive. Hey, listen, if you can afford one, go for it.
God, dude.
They're sweet, but man.
That's $11,000, $12,000, $13,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Yeah, but they are beautiful. And then we're going to move over to the Road Glide CVO. Coming with the Wicked Orange Pearl. And I like it.
Yeah, that's the same paint scheme as that Hightail Yellow as far as the way the paint's laid out. It's just orange instead of yellow.
Of course, they got speakers in the saddlebags and all that kind of stuff. You may have mentioned that. This right here is my favorite. Besides that Reef Blue thing, dude.
That's that.
This, you guys got to look at this.
The Envious Green?
Yep.
Yeah, that's available on both bikes, the Street Glide and the Road Glide. Yeah, I like that.
Envious Green Fade, and I'm going to describe it as a very light, subdued green with ghost flames going back. They're all, oh my God. It's just awesome. What do you think about that color?
I like it. There's a lot of black and a lot of green. It's a neat color combination. It's not really, it's hard to explain. It's definitely got ghost flames, and it goes from kind of green into black, and then the green and black, it fades as you go down the bike. It's a really nice paint scheme. And
depending on the way you turn it, you do see or don't see the flames, kind of.
You, at times you see more black. At times you see more green.
More green.
It's definitely a black bike with the green over the black.
Yeah, wow.
It's mostly black.
And it's blacked out, of course. You guys got to look at it. Just look at it. The Road Glide CVO Envious Green Fade. And then last, it's coming in a blue option, which is beautiful, but it's just kind of
it's the blue steel with the black chrome.
It is the blue steel.
Yeah, the only difference between the color combinations in the CVOs for the Road Glide and the Street Glide is that first combination.
The banana, nuclear banana,
one's
or the
got
orange.
Nuclear banana, and the other one's got orange.
Got orange, right. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful bikes.
Yeah, they are. So if you're a CVO fan, you've got some cool stuff to, do you want to pull up, let's see. Yeah, pull up the Tri-Glides.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. I will say the CVO Limited and the Tri-Glide. So CVO Limited and Tri-Glide are coming with the Rockford Fosgate Stage 1 speakers, and the CVO Street Glide and Road Glide are coming with Rockford Fosgate Stage 2 speakers.
Do you want to hit the...
and I don't know why they did that.
Do you want to hit the CVO Road Glide Ultra before we move to the Tri-Glide?
You do whatever you want.
That's what I'm going to do.
And I'll move to the Tri-Glide.
Oh, okay. I'm following what you're doing. You're going to have one up while I have the other one up?
Sure, if
okay.
you like.
Which one are you pulling up?
I'll pull up the Tri-Glide.
Okay. I'll pull up the Road Glide.
And so the CVO Tri-Glide, obviously the full touring trike in the CVO model, and looking good. Chrome.
Still no black option. I was wondering if they give you black in the CVO, but they don't.
Nope. And it's Dante's Red Fade. It's basically like the Envious Green Fade, but it's red, and it's got the ghost flames. It's like the same exact look and setup, except it's red with ghost flames. And it's not a fire engine red, which is nice. It's more of a subdued, it's not in your face. That right there, that would be a red bike I'd get if that came just like in the regular Street Glides specials or something. Look at the back. When you look at it, just the way it looks all black.
It is. I mean, the bike is
black,
mainly black, but then it's got the red over the top to give you the flames.
Yeah, it's so cool. So cool.
Well, wait till you get to the
50,000 starting at.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to the Road Glide.
Tell us about it.
CVO. Whoop, damn! Just banged my mic. I'm the
You've
one
done that several times.
I'm a little out of shape. We haven't done one for a while, so I'm getting back into it. All right. So with the Road Glide Limited CVO, it's available in the same color pattern as the Road Glide Street Glide, meaning there's the orange and the yellow paint scheme that has the black and gray mixed in with it. Looks really good. And both of those are in a chrome trim. But the last color, the Dante's Red Fade that you were just looking at on the Tri-Glide, is available in that Road Glide CVO Limited.
Okay.
Ultra Limited. And that's a good looking black, but that has a black
Hang
trim
on a
on
sec.
it.
I want to look at it.
Yeah.
So trikes or CVO models.
Go to Grand American.
Grand American Touring? Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
And then all the way down.
I hate how it does that.
Yeah.
And
right there.
CVO Road Glide Limited?
Yeah, there's that color you were looking at.
Yep.
So that's the Dante's Red, which is mainly a black bike with red over the top and has flames in it. And that's in a black trim.
And that's the only color?
That is, no, there's also the...
I know you said I'm just surfing here, so remind me.
Then there's also the Hightail Yellow and the Wicked Orange, which are same colors that are available in the Road Glide and Street Glide. But in the Road Glide, it was available in orange. Street Glide was available in yellow. But in the Road Glide Ultra CVO, you can have your option of the orange, the yellow, or you can even go with that red fade.
Mm-hmm. Did we cover all the CVOs?
That would be it, yeah.
Yeah. So just to make sure that we covered them all. Tri-Glide. Did we? Yep, Road Glide, CVO. Did we do the CVO Street Glide?
Yep.
We did? Okay. God, I'm losing my mind here, dude. CVO Street Glide, Road Glide Limited, and Tri-Glide all coming with the Milwaukee 8. Yep, Power 117. Just a ton of options there, guys, for you. I'm losing my mind. I don't think we did the
Tri-Glide?
The Street Glide. I did the Tri-Glide.
We definitely did.
Yeah, we
talked about the colors that were available. Yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. Sorry, our minds are jumbled here because yes, we did.
It's a lot of models and a lot of colors.
My God. I need a drink. All right.
You should have put a little Kahlua in your coffee this morning like I did.
I should have, dude, no doubt. All right. And we've still got plenty to talk about here, but we're going to talk about, oh yes, I know y'all want to hear about the Lowrider ST, but we'll do this just real quick. Want to ride longer? Mm-hmm. Then treat your ass with respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials, and it's unlike gel pads that will leak if punctured. The butt buffer is designed not to slide around in your seat, fits all motorcycle, installs in seconds, easily cleans, and helps to dampen vibrations, lurch. With plenty of models to choose from, they assure you'll have a comfortable ass when riding. Head over to the Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full lineup of butt buffer seat cushions.
I know I have one, you got one, and we love them.
Yeah, buddy. We do love them. Let's help with this old guy's ass.
Yeah, it makes you don't quite get the pain points that you do without it, and you can ride a little longer, like the commercial said.
Yep, absolutely, guys. Okay, I know you've been waiting. Yeah, we all got to talk about the new Lowrider S and the Lowrider ST.
Probably the biggest or the most looked forward to announcement. I mean, this is the biggest diversion from what they've done in the past. I mean, the performance baggers, I mean, that's kind of cool, but this thing is really different.
Yeah,
ST.
It is. All right. So let's dive in here. There's just so much to talk about this. So of course we know that the Lowrider S has been around. Harley's been making it. So that bike's not necessarily new, but it's giving you the kind of the big twin power powertrain in that small nimble bike, because they're light bikes, very light bikes. And feel free to jump in anytime you want here.
Well, you've got one sitting out in your garage there. So
I do.
You got a Dyna Lowrider S. So
before they changed the soft hill.
Right. So you got quite a bit of experience on that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you kind of go into it, and I'll fill in where I want to.
All right. So Harley decided to take the Lowrider S to the next level, of course, and they added this ST. And of course, they've both been the Lowrider S this year for 2022 and the ST have both been bumped to the Milwaukee 8117 powertrain in that little bike.
Jeez.
125 foot-pounds of torque. I know, dude. A 117 in that. That's got the Lowrider S out there as a 110 Screaming Eagle.
Yeah, is it? Okay, yeah. And that sucker rips.
The 2016, yeah. Dude, that is just, that's a crazy power in that little bike. And of course, it's coming, like we know, with the heavy breather, and apparently a new exhaust setup. Do you have it up? The actual bike?
No, sorry. I was looking at our show notes.
It's all right.
I'll pull
you don't
it up
have
as
to.
we're talking. Well, it helps.
They also changed the suspension, and they raised the bike a little to give it a little more lean angle. I'm going to pull it up before we talk about this here.
You talking specifically about the S at the moment?
Lowrider S, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about the Lowrider S. So looking at it, guys, they've moved the instrumentation up. Do you see how it's up in the handlebars now?
Yeah, that was something that riders had been commenting on, that they'd like to have something up there, up on the bars where it's a little easier to see versus down on the tank.
Yeah, it's like a round gauge. Yep. And so apparently it's easier for the riders. What I said, it's up near the handlebars.
It's up on the handlebars, yeah.
Up on the handlebars, yeah.
Sits on top of the handlebars in the middle.
Yeah, right by the clamp, by the handlebar clamp. So, that should be easier to see. And then just to let you know, of course, the Lowrider S has that small fairing. Now the ST has this is what's really new, is the ST.
Right.
It has a larger frame mounted fairing. And apparently it was modeled off the iconic, loosely off the iconic 80s FXRT. It's a pretty cool looking fairing. It's just different. It definitely was designed from scratch. I mean, and it's got, it's functional. It's got side decks. So apparently it lets air through, right? The ST also has hard saddlebags. So I'm going to pull, you probably already have it up. Tell us a little bit about colors and different things.
I had the S up.
Okay, let me talk about colors while we're here.
Yeah, the S is the gunship gray and then black on the S model.
And they're both blacked out. They're both blacked out versions. So black trim. There's no chrome version in the Lowrider S. And starting at $18,000. So now I'm going to pull up the
ST.
The ST.
Also only in black trim. But like I said, it's got that fairing on the front and some bags. But the bags are, they sit up really high on the bike too. So, if you're really ripping around on this thing, you're going to have really good lean angles.
Where am I looking here? Why can I find it?
It's in the cruiser.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, we've talked about that here recently, but they've rearranged what they're calling the different lines, because
Sport Cruiser,
and I think it's when they added the Pan America.
Yep, that's when they did it.
You got Grant Touring and Venture Touring.
Yep,
Got the big old heavy breather on it.
Heavy breather exhaust that are obviously been tuned. Not a 2-up seat. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
just a single seat. Do you see passenger pegs?
I do not.
Let's turn it a little bit. I can't tell.
As I turn it, I don't see any passenger pegs.
It's so blacked out that it's hard to see. But I'm not seeing any passenger pegs, but I'm sure.
Hi, Bob.
Well, you wouldn't even be able to get a passenger on this bike because of the saddlebags.
True. Yeah, this is a one and done. This is
a one and done, yeah. Because the Lowrider S, you can get a pillion pad for a passenger.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's funny. It's got the little cutout on the fender, it looks like. See that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, dude. But with those, you can take the saddlebags off.
Yeah.
So maybe if you took the saddlebags off, but as high as they sit, you're just not going to get probably a passenger on there is what I'm guessing.
I wouldn't think so. Otherwise, their back of their legs are going to be on the bags.
This is, so coming with a full fairing, it looks probably somewhere in between the Batwing and the Shark.
Yeah, it's definitely. I had the same thought, and I was going to share that. Is when you look at it from the side, it looks very reminiscent of a Shark nose fairing, but when you look at it from the front, it's got a single headlight. So I would say it looks most like the Road Glide fairing, but it's a little different. I mean, it's unique.
Yeah, and apparently, like I say, these saddlebags can be removed. Now, this is one of the big complaints from people, is that the right saddlebag sits higher. It's a shorter saddlebag because, and it sits higher to accommodate the exhaust. And honestly, I didn't notice it when I was first looking at this bike, and then I saw online, I saw some comments, and then I went and looked, and I'm like, sure as shit, it is sitting up really high.
It just doesn't have as much below it. It's cut. It's so the top of the top of the bags are the same height.
They match.
But it's just a smaller bag. It doesn't have the lower portion so that there's room for the exhaust. Looking at it from side to side, that's not weird. But when you look at it from the back, it's kind of weird.
It is. And it's getting a lot of complaints. If anybody complains about this bike, that's what they're getting, a lot of complaints.
I would have probably just made them both the smaller size so they look the same size. I get why they maybe wanted it bigger so you can put more stuff in that left one.
Right.
But I think symmetrically it looked better if it just had the two smaller bags on it.
And these are not your typical saddlebags either. These are your clamshell.
Right.
They open clamshell style, which is not, they're not top loaders, so to speak, with like the Street Glides and Street Glide Specials. But a good looking bike. Now, if you look at the instrumentation on the Lowrider S, I was just noticing it's a big round gauge up there for the rider above the clamp. So it's got a big round gauge. This one has a built-in digital screen in the
fairing,
in the clamp. No, the clamp right here. And you can see it on the video. It's built in. It's a square and it's built in. Do you see where my mouse is? It's built in right here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
It's hard to tell, because it's a stock photo and the thing's gray and black.
No, but it is, because in the video you can actually see.
Okay.
Yeah. You can actually see the screen in there, and I forget at what point in the video it does that. But but it's up higher. It's built in to the clamp, the top of the clamp. So that's interesting. That's where you're going to get all your speed and whatever else information. I'm sure there's a toggle somewhere on the handlebars that you can toggle through that different information. But yeah, that's the old ST. So two true dual exhaust out the right side. Mm-hmm. So it's not 2 into 1 into 2.
It looks like there's a crossover there.
Where?
Right
there. I guess there's a crossover pipe, but it doesn't go into one chamber, but it's a crossover pipe of sorts.
Probably just to help balance it.
Yeah, I suppose. Now they say that you sit back more on the standard Lowrider S. So you sit back and cruise. Then they made it so that you sit more upright on the new ST model. And if you look at the video, you'll see you just sit more upright for more of a touring style of ride. That's kind of another difference. There's also that 2.14 inch viewable area LCD showing speedometer and all other, the information that you can toggle through engine temp and whatnot. Now, of course, this doesn't come with an audio system at all, even though it has a fairing and all that out of the factory. But I did find a Rockford Fosgate Harley branded interfering audio system, and you can purchase it for $1,000 and install. So I did find that. So if that's something, it does look like it has room for speakers. I don't know. I can't tell very well, or maybe even where the speakers would go, but that will be an option if you want. Yeah, I don't know where they'd put the stereo. It's a Rockford Fosgate system. It's kind of weird, huh? Where they would put that stereo system on that bike.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look up and see if they've got it on their website for sale, and that'll give me an idea. I mean, some of the ones they sell for like the Road Kings and whatnot, they mount on the handlebars. Remember, we put a set on Ed's Road King where he had 2 speakers that mounted on the bars, and then then you just plugged your phone in.
That's right. That's what it'll be.
Most likely.
I remember from looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it'll be. Okay. So yeah, there. If you do want a stereo system, you at least have an option on that. It does come standard, both the ST, or I guess the ST comes standard with cruise control. My Lowrider S has cruise control too.
Oh, I no, take it back. I'm looking at it online right now. The kit, the $1,000 kit you're talking about for speakers.
Where'd you find it?
It's I went in. I mean, it might be kind of hard to explain it to you. I'll just hold it up so you can.
No, it's fine.
It's replacing the interfering or parts of the interfering. So let me just hold this up for you.
No, No, you can. All right. I did find this at one time. That's how I found out it was $1,000. Oh yeah, it replaces the interfering. Did you just go to parts or?
I clicked on the bike and then scrolled down.
Oh yeah, to accessories. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I was finding for it to accessorize it. Yeah.
So there's replacing the interfering.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So can be done. Wish we had one. We'd do a video on it for you guys. There you go. So hit us up if you have one and you want that put on. We would love to do that video. So what else? Okay. So the Lowrider S and ST come in either vivid black or gunship gray. Lowrider S starting at 18 and the ST, we are starting at 21, almost 22. So 21.7. And gunship gray definitely would be the one that I'd pick on that, just again, because of the black, and they are blacked out. And I think it looks cool. It's got the, also we didn't note, like earlier we were talking about, did we talk about the lettering?
No, we didn't get there yet. No.
See, what other bike did we talk about that had the,
it was the
Road King?
Road King, and not the Road King. Maybe the Road King did too, but the STs had it.
The STs, that's STs. Right. Yeah, the STs.
Road Glide, Street Glide STs. That's
right. And it had that old school Harley Davidson logoing on the tank, kind of stenciled. So it's got a windshield. I mean, what's your prediction on this thing, man? Like,
I'm not
sure. Is this a worthy bike or is it?
I don't know. And I'll just kind of riff a little bit and kind of give you my thoughts, but, they got rid of the Sport Glide, which I thought when the Sport Glide came out, that would be a very popular bike. It's similar to the ST in the fact that it's a soft tail. It had hard bags. It had a small windshield on it. I thought that perhaps it would be a great bike for smaller statured riders, whether they're male or female, or somebody that didn't want a full touring bike but wanted some of the benefits of having hard bags and whatnot. And that thing just didn't really take off. I can't even tell you if I've ever really seen one out and about. And Harley just axed them, got rid of it, and it more or less is replacing it with this ST.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lowrider's a popular bike, so it's got that going for it. I mentioned in the last podcast with the STs and the performance baggers that Harley's paying attention to the motorcycle scene and seeing what the trends are, and they're trying to make bikes that are on trend. And they were seeing a lot of people taking the Lowrider and putting FXR type screens on it. So I know that there's a lot of people that are excited about this bike. I think it's the biggest change in this new lineup. It's a smaller cruiser that can do some
rip,
that can really rip, but you can also, you could tour on this, I think, depending on your size.
If you were younger, and you wanted to get into some touring.
I'm torn on this one.
Yeah.
I think that because it's on trend, people are doing these to the Lowriders right now, that it'll do well. But then I'm also, I look back at that Sport Glide and it didn't do well. So I know. I'll say this. I don't know. I really don't know.
The Lowrider S itself must be doing good enough because they've had it around since 16. So I'm guessing I'm torn on this too. I like it. It's cool. Would I get one? Probably not. Obviously we have street glides, right?
Yeah,
if I had money to burn, I guess
you'd probably get it. You'd probably get what you have now. You'd have your touring bike, and then you'd have your Lowrider that you have now.
Lowrider S without a fairing.
Without a fairing, right?
Or that little headlight.
But
fairing.
If you're not everybody can have the option of having 2-3 bikes, and it kind of comes down to what you primarily do with a bike and what you can afford. And so this might be a quasi touring option for some people that maybe can't afford the larger bike, or this is good for somebody that does mostly just ripping around having fun, but wants a little protection and wants some bags. So when I look at it, I think it's kind of a in between, kind of a combo type bike, which if you have the money and the ability, I would prefer to have a touring bike and then a non-touring bike.
I agree.
So maybe this will help fill the gap in between those two. I don't know. Or it might be so far in between the two that it doesn't really take off. The verdict's out. I don't know. I thought the Pan America may not do well, and that thing won a bunch of awards as number one. So I don't know why you guys are listening to me, anyways.
Right? No,
that's just my thoughts.
No, it is. It's good thoughts. I just noticed this too. When you front face it, look at it has protectors that come off the fender to protect the lower forks because they're inverted forks.
Oh, is it part of the fender?
Yeah, see, it comes off the fender, and it protects the chrome portion of the inverted forks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't normally see that.
No.
Oh, that's how the fender's connected to the bike. Interesting.
Yeah, well, that's how they connect the fender too. But you can see they put it out purposely to cover the inverted. Let's check the lowrider and see if just the regular lowrider S. They did the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Good catch.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how they're mounting the fender. So yeah, take a look at that. That's catch something new all the time. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see in time if the ST is going to be something they continue or not. I do like it. All right. So with that said, that's your new ST. That's the new Lowrider ST. I knew we had a lot to talk about on that. So let's breeze through the rest of the bikes and get done with the cruiser lineup. What do you say about that?
I say let's do it.
Okay. And then we've got some more information for you guys. Believe it or not, we're not going to do episode 3. So let's breeze through the rest of the bikes in the cruiser lineup for 2022. I'll grab the first one, which we've have the Iron 883, which has that little 883cc air-cooled Evolution engine coming in 3 colors, starting at 10,800. We're just going to kind of breeze through these because they're pretty basic bikes.
Second, we got the Sportster 48, which I like it. I like the look of that bike. It kind of reminds me of a board track racer.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fit on one, but good looking bike.
That fat front tire.
Yeah, they're really neat looking. It comes with the 1200cc air-cooled Evolution engine, comes in 3 colors, and starting around 11,800. It's, unique looking because of that front tire. I like the look of it.
I do too. Third, of course, the old Softail Standard, which has the Milwaukee 8107. So we're getting into the M8 engine now instead of the Evolution. The 2 other Sportsters, so to speak, cruisers, have the air-cooled Evolutions. But Softail Standard bumping up there. And I would say that the Softail Standard 107, if I didn't say it, coming only in Vivid Black with chrome, starting at 14. If you're going to customize a bike, starting with the Softail Standard platform, man, there are so many parts. There's probably more parts for that bike than any other bike out there. So it comes basic, and then you can really spruce it up.
After that, we have the Street Bob 114, and the name says it all. It's got the Milwaukee 114-inch cubic inch motor, and that's a lot of motor for a little bike like that. It too has its own style and flair with its short ape hangers, rubber boots over the front forks.
The rubber boots, give it away, huh?
Yeah, it sure does. And then the bobbed rear fender. Comes in 4 colors, all of which are blacked out and trim. And I don't know if you've seen it, but they got the Harley #1 logo painted on the tank, and that looks really cool.
Yeah, the Street Bob. Yeah, good old Street Bob. All right, 5th.
And I didn't say that starts around $15,000.
$15,000. Okay. 5th, the Fat Bob 114. Again, name calling out the 114 M8 engine that it has. And honestly, I've always thought this bike has just been a little bit underrated because it's really cool. And in fact, this one is worth pulling up. The Fat Bob 114. I want to say the only other bike that comes with the rubber boots over is the Iron 883. It comes with like the rubber boots over the forks.
Yep.
Right. And then the Street Bob. So the Iron 883 and then, the Street Bob comes with those. Sorry, I digressed. Back to the Fat Bob. Cause I wanted to remember which ones come with that. All right. And this bike, it is just a very unique bike. With that bobbed fender in the back, kinda, and angled, it looks like nothing else. You know what I mean? It's not even close. Do you think it's close to anything else?
No, not really.
It just stands out.
Maybe a little closer to the new Sportster S a little bit with the exhaust. And
maybe,
rear end a little bit.
Yeah, true. Fat front tire, pretty fat rear. 1 into 2.
Big old headlight on there, LED headlight.
Yeah, that's
unique shape.
That's what gives it away, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's got the license plate off to the side, coming off the. Oh yeah, it just comes off the fender strut, doesn't it?
Yep.
Interesting. But underrated bike and powerful. I don't think it gets enough recognition. If I was going to buy something, I might. If I didn't have a Lowrider S, it would probably be maybe something like that. I think that's a cool little bike. So there you go. It's blacked out. Oh, what colors? It's blacked out with chrome accents. Comes in 2 colors and starting at 19,000.
After that, we got the old classic Fat Boy, just one of the icons. And again, I don't know if I mentioned in these podcasts, but I have in the past that I think that might be a future icon bike. But
yeah,
one of the things they did different this year is usually they have the solid wheels. They've actually put some slots in them this year. So the wheels are very reminiscent of the old Fat Bob wheels, but now you've got some slots in it. Because one of the complaints I heard from folks were on those bikes is with that solid wheel, wind really grabs it.
I wonder if that was ever true. But
I don't know. I don't know, but it's what I heard.
Yeah.
But it also has that unique, front headlight bezel, very similar to a Road King.
Yeah, true.
Not quite, but very similar.
It's not round; it's more square.
Mm-hmm. And then it's got kind of the lower bars, the beach bar kind of bars on it. Very iconic Harley. Got the 114 in it. Looks like 3 colors, starting at 20,000.
Mm-hmm. And so there you go. And last but not least, the classic Heritage Classic, right? Mm-hmm. The classic Heritage Classic in all its glory, with its M8 114 engine here in 2022. And I love the look of the classic bike. Of course, it's got the windshield, the leather saddlebags, and the 3 lights up front. Of course, the headlight, and then the 2 auxiliary lights. Coming in a bunch of colors: chrome and black, and laced and cast wheel option. Starts at 20,000. So that bike really doesn't get talked about a lot too, but do you see how much they put into it as far as how many colors and options there are?
There's a lot of colors.
I mean, there's a lot of colors and different
wheels.
Yeah. I mean, you don't see a ton of these. I don't.
It's real similar to a Road King.
It is.
Except it's got the soft bags. The front fender, the front fender's a little bit different. Yeah, I guess not technically soft bags, but leather bags.
Yeah, hard leather bags. Uh-huh. But this year, nonetheless, I don't know, man. They put a lot of money development. They kind of keep it the same. It's got the 114, but look at it. It's got more color options and wheel options than any other bike.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me that they do that, because I personally don't see a ton of them running around. But anyways, so some riders, you're going to be disappointed. Here's why don't you list the models that they cut from the Sportster or from the, I guess, the Cruiser lineup Sportster, because we got the different ones now. It's the Cruiser lineup.
Yeah, they cut the Sportster 1200, the Softail Slim, and the Sport Glide. We've talked about the Sport Glide already. The Sportster, obviously, they cut because they came out with the Sportster S, and we believe they're going to probably be some more new Sportsters. I mean, Jochen said as much in his launch video. But that Softail Slim, that was a pretty neat looking bike. It must not have been a big enough seller.
Yeah. I forget exactly what it looked like.
Ed's wife Blue had one.
That's right.
It's got floorboards on it. It's somewhere. It's a Softail bike, but it was set up to be a little bit more comfortable with the floorboards and whatnot.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pulling a picture of it now. Yeah, okay, I do remember it.
Not a bad looking bike.
No. Yeah, Softail Slim.
Yeah, don't know. It just, like I said, just must not have been that popular.
Yeah, guess not. But that's gone, guys. So if that might disappoint some of you. And we must not real quick talk about the electric lineup featuring the Livewire electric motorcycles, of course, guys. We're not going to get into that. I did a video in the past, and I'll link to it in the description below. Interestingly, when you go to the Harley-Davidson site and click on the Livewire on the main website, it takes you to a new website for the Livewire, which is now livewire.com. So it redirects you. And that's because Livewire has been split off, apparently, right, Lurch, and become its own company.
Its own company now.
Yep. And we talked about that back on our 2022 predictions a little bit. Additionally, they've got they're selling Serial 1 e-bicycles and electric balance bikes for children now. So getting into that electric game. And I haven't heard from anybody that's bought any e-bicycles or electric balance bikes for children.
Nor have I.
Nor have I. All right. And we're going to wind it down here, guys. We're getting close. Let's talk about that. Did you know about this at all?
A little bit, yeah. You definitely have more information on it, so I'll let you lead on it.
I kind of looked into it. So starting April 1st, they're going to be kicking off what's called the Road to Harley Davidson. April 1st, April Fool's Day, right?
Is it April Fool's Day?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, when is April Fool's Day?
April 1st, yes.
April 1st, sorry. Yeah. They will be kicking off the Road to Harley Davidson Homecoming Challenge. And again, from April 1st to the end of September 2022, they're going to apparently select, sounds like 120 riders from the challenge, and they're going to give an all-expenses paid trip to celebrate with Harley personnel the 120th anniversary at the Harley Davidson Homecoming event in Milwaukee in the summer of 2023. I did some quick research, and it appears if you enter your email to the challenge page, they'll send you an email when that actually kicks off or the homecoming challenge goes live. And the website also says, in the meantime, download the HD app so you're ready to join the riding challenge and log miles when the Road to Harley Davidson Homecoming Challenge begins. So to me, it appears like it's going to be, some sort of mileage-based challenge riding. I'll try to remember to link to the sign-up page in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is. But I think I just searched for it. I just said Harley Homecoming Challenge, and you get it. And it's a weird URL. So anywho, if that's something you're interested in, the Homecoming Challenge, you can look into that. And with that said, let's finish with my predictions real quick, and then you can have the floor. And although I got no inside information, guys, on this, on my personal predictions, is that Harley will release either one or two more bikes into the Icons collection. Probably just one in mid-2022. Whether they because they're only making 1,500, so they're going to get rid of one, and they're going to add one. One or two. My guess would be one. And in the coming months, I'll say Harley will announce another new Sportster model. We talked about that. Or the next version of the Sportster S. What say you, Lurch?
Well, I think you're right on. I'll add a little bit to the Icon. I think it'll be the Fat Boy, personally. I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That's a very iconic Harley Davidson.
You're right.
I thought they would have done that before they did the Electric Glide standard, but we'll see. So I think you're right. This year we're going to see probably mid-year another Sportster and an Icon, whether it be one or two. But I think if there's more than one, or even if there's one, it's going to be the Fat Boy. Yeah,
very interesting. And let us know, guys, especially patrons, if you're in the private Facebook group, let us know your predictions or what's going on in there. Any other predictions?
I'll just go back to before this launch happened. We did our predictions for 2022 at the beginning of the year. I think that podcast came out the 1st or 3rd of January, and I was thinking that was going to be the Lowrider ST was going to be one of the new models. But Matt Haywood, one of our patron members, called the performance baggers.
Mm-hmm.
So he was right on the money. So put your comments and let us know what you think, because a lot of people are smarter than just the two of us, and the more heads we have, I bet you we can probably figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was a lot of information. And of course, we love our, we want to thank the following people for donations. We love our patrons. We want to get to know you guys better. But if the only way you can support us is through a flat donation, well, we never balk at a flat donation. I want to thank Jan Montsinger of Canton, Illinois, Gary Scott of Boone, North Carolina, and John Butterworth of Greater Manchester, United Kingdom. Lawabidingbiker.com/donate is how they did that. And we really appreciate it. And I know those were two fairly long episodes. Did we miss anything, dude?
Well, I'm sure we did, but I think we did a pretty good job of walking down the lineup. Yeah. What's new? rehashed a little bit of 2021 on the late release stuff and gave our predictions for the future. So I feel like we've got just about all of it.
It's quite a lineup.
Yes,
a lot
it is.
of different choices that you can make depending on, what your needs are. Yeah, a lot. What should we do for a call to action? What do you think, Lurch?
Let's talk. We haven't done a biker gripper in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the biker gripper.
The old biker gripper.
Tried and true.
That's right. If you need a cell phone or GPS motorcycle mounting solution, that biker gripper, guys, we've been selling it forever. It is the sexiest, sleekest, strongest cell phone and GPS motorcycle mount on the market. Use it to mount your cell phone, GPS device, radar detector, whatever else. Most of us use it for our cell phones. Tried and tested right here by the law-abiding biker crew.
Crash tested a couple times.
It has been crash tested a couple times. That's a fact. Believe in it so much, we stamped our logo on it. Available exclusively in the law-abiding biker store. There's several different models to choose from, guys, in there. You can head over to the lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out that biker gripper. Let's just go over to the store. Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
The old biker gripper. You can just search for it. We're doing this live. Isn't this fun? Not live, but I said biker gripper.
What's the biker gripper?
There she be.
Oh, yeah. Look at all those.
Yep.
Got perch mount. Got bar mount. Different size bars.
Black complete kit,
Black
chrome
chrome.
complete kit. Yep. Black control mount only. No head. No head.
Who wants no head?
Black control mount only.
If you want to buy just the mount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Big Daddy Kane's got several different variations of the biker gripper in the store.
Yes, he does.
Just click on through the variations there, and you can see pictures of what you'd be getting.
Yep. Wonder why the black control mount only.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
It's fine. Don't care. But you need the head with it. You got to get the biker gripper head to go with it. All right. Sweet. Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah. And then the, of course, universal mount, guys, that'll go around any round bar. 7/8 to 1 1/4 and 1 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Chrome, complete kits, and black. Yeah, I'm just looking at the website here. Looking good. Looking good, Big Daddy. We're out of here.